Hi, welcome back. And happy belated Pokemon Day to those who celebrate. So today, day of recording, is Pokemon Day. I watched it over my lunch break and I wanted to talk about it. So this episode, I will not be doing any sort of plot. So no main mission, no side missions, because I don't want to do dialogue while I talk about Pokemon Presents. So I'm just going to be doing Pokédex stuff and battles in the ZA Royale. So if you don't want to hear what I think about Pokemon Presents, then this episode might not be for you, but you're probably not really missing much anyway. Let's see. Let's figure out where to go first. Okay, so the only thing I need from Wild Zone 11 is Gyarados, which appears at night. I've tried to catch it before, but like, I don't know, it glitched out or the sun rose mid-battle or something. So we'll do that one later. 12. Where's 12? There's 12, I have that. So 13 I have. 14 I've never been to. So we'll go here first. So what first? There was kind of a lot, a lot to talk about in Pokemon Presents. I'm at full health. All right. So Fire Red and Leaf Green are available on the Switch. Is anybody getting that? Most of what I've seen regarding that, because I actually did see something about that a few days ago. But most of what I've seen is like people aren't really actually interested in buying it because they already have it or it's too expensive, which is kind of where I'm at. I already have it, and like if it was like $10 instead of 20, then I maybe would. But it's a lot of money for games that are 20 years old or whatever. But if it was the Johto games, like Gen 2 Johto, then I'd probably do it, or at least seriously consider it, because I haven't played any of those games, and I want to. But for Fire Red and Leaf Green, I did hear that they have, like, they have like some of the ticket event ticket things, ouch, for like Deoxys and whatever other events there were. Ouch. So I don't know, maybe if it ever goes on sale, I'd get it, but there's just no reason for me to. Also, is the $20 for both of them? Or are they $20 each? Because that changes my answer. If it's 20 each, that is outrageous. If it's 20 for both, that's kind of okay. So yeah. Smaller price tag in the Gen 2 games, I would absolutely get it. Where's my quick balls? Nice. Bummer. I'm gonna rearrange. I need the quick balls to be next to the ultra balls. Okay. Let's just go ahead and favorite both of those. And then type order favorites first. Perfect. Okay, if you're like considering getting Fire Red and Leaf Green and you've never played before and you don't know of another way to play, I do think it would be worth the money to get it. I think it's good that they finally ported a Pokemon game to the Switch. It's just a bummer that it's one that I already have. What else is there? Let's see. Trying to remember. There were a lot of things I don't really care about, like Pokemon Unite, Champions, TCG, TCG Pocket. What's the other one I don't care about? Cafe Remix. What else? Oh, nice. Are there no nighttime Pokemon here? I hear a Pokemon. Onyx. Ah. What's the point of switching their order? The entire reason I switched the order was so that they'd be next to each other when I scrolled through. I'm gonna go to the store and sell all my other Pokeballs after I catch this Lairon. Okay. So there's just Onyx. I've got the rest. Alright, let's get out of here. Why would it switch the order in the menu, but not switch them on this, like, scroll screen when I actually need to throw the Pokeballs? Why would it not think that that's what I want? It's a massive oversight. Alright. I want to keep catching Pokemon. I'll go get the Gyarados over here. Hopefully. I've actually tried a few times, and it's never worked out. So... let's see. There's Pokemon Pokopia, which seems cute. The, narrator? The person talking about it? Oh, there it is over there. She sounded like she was talking to toddlers. Like the target audience for that game sounds like, you know, my niece's age at most. But the game itself actually looks pretty fun. I love the concept of it. This is actually the first trailer of Pokopia that I've seen, probably because I've been avoiding all the Legend ZA spoilers for so long. But it seems pretty interesting. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, so... but if it's, like, cheap enough, I might buy it. It seems like, kind of a similar vibe to, Stardew Valley, which I've spent way too much time playing. Where's... it was just over here. Where's Gyarados? Gyarados? What? You know what? I could just evolve a Magikarp. It's not worth it anymore. Okay. But yeah, Stardew Valley, like, is one of 2 games I've ever, like, 100% completed. And I've done it twice. Once on 1.5 and once on 1.6. So if Pokopia is similar to that, then I could definitely see myself liking it. Oh, that one... what is that? Next to Scolipede. I'd say Haunter, but the shape seems wrong. I feel like... I feel like quick balls have not been working in this game. Okay. Wait, I caught the Haunter with the quick ball after I battled it. Do quick balls just have weird rules in this game? Okay, I gotta get out of here. Bring out Frostlass. So... yeah, I'll have to look up how much Pokopia costs. 15, 16. I need a whole lot of them here. There's Starmie, Machoke, Medicham, Florges, and is that first one Phalanx? Guess we'll see. That, yep. Do any of you guys play Pokemon Masters? I am a little embarrassed to admit that I play it a lot. I log in every single morning. Oh, they were just on the stairs. I thought they were stacked on top of each other. What's that? Froakie? What are you doing up there? Anyway. So this morning I logged in. It was like 7 o'clock or whatever. So it was before the Pokemon Day stuff happened. So logged in at 7, and then at like 9 something this morning, I was like, wait, when is the Pokemon Day video? I looked it up. Turns out it was currently streaming. So I was like, okay, now I have to avoid, like, YouTube. I have to avoid social media until my lunch break, when I can like sit down and properly watch the whole thing beginning to end. So I had a bit of time to kill before work, so I decided to go back into Pokemon Masters and do like the Champion Stadium or something, just to kill time. And Original Red was there. And it is just so funny. I like Original Red's design. I think it's a neat idea, but like seeing Red like rendered in that style, when like it's just so different from everything else in Pokemon Masters. And when I first saw him, I just like nearly cried laughing looking at him and going through the little story with him. It's like, it is just so funny. And everyone was talking about like how there's something kind of off about him. And it's like, yeah, he's in watercolor. No, but like everyone else is like the digitally rendered look or whatever. So yeah, that was a fun little thing before work. And yeah, I was not prepared for it to look quite so silly. I'm definitely a fan. I'm gonna definitely try and get him. I'm kind of low on gems because I've been trying to get Arc Suit Misty, and she is not cooperating. And I refuse to spend money. Seriously, what's going on with these quick balls? Like, what's the point? Ouch. Come on. Okay. Try and get out of here. I don't want any more Pokeballs. But yeah, I am a fan of Original Red. It was very silly. Then what's the other thing to talk about? I was surprised at the lack of stuff about Pokemon Go. Like, there was like 5 seconds where they briefly mentioned it was Pokemon Go's 10th anniversary, and there's like nothing for it. That was a little bit of a bummer, I thought. Although I haven't really played Pokemon Go lately. I've like opened it a few times, but I haven't done a whole lot. So it's not like I was looking forward to having stuff going on with it. But it's really weird that there was nothing. Who am I missing? Just Starmie. Am I brave enough to go back there? I'm missing Audino, that never showed up. I don't want to go back here. This one, I'm missing something. If I could get an Audino here, then I won't have to worry about the Audino in the other one. But it's probably rare here too. Yeah, I think the last thing to talk about is the Gen 10 trailer. I've been like kind of, you know, I think we were all expecting a Gen 10 announcement. So like, ooh, Kangaskhan. I've been, you know, like not super excited for it. Just I don't have a Switch 2, and I figured it was probably going to be a Switch 2 exclusive. And I was right about that. But it looks amazing. The way the water looks is incredible. I am so excited for it. I'm gonna put Kangaskhan on my team. I'm gonna be saving up for a Switch 2. I'm glad that it's coming out sometime next year. That gives me time to set some money aside. It's pretty underleveled, huh? Let's change that. Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to the team, you and your baby. Yeah, I am so excited now. It just looks so good. And like the way the Pokemon look too, and like not even just the environments, although they all look amazing, but the and I target you, please. I'm gonna have to change her moveset. The Pokemon looked amazing. I loved the little animation of Marina digging into the sand. I thought that looked amazing. And Slugma glows, and just They all looked so good. How do I do this? Anyway, really excited for that. I have to say, none of the starters really spoke to me. Like, they're okay. But, where was Audino? Ooh. What was I saying? The starters? There've been a few generations over the years where like none of the starters like really stood out to me. And that's not like that's okay, you know. It's kind of nice to like not become attached to one and then it's like it ends up being lousy or having a weird final evolution or something. So and then I can just pick on vibes whenever the time comes. My current plan is like whenever they like introduce the starters in game, I imagine they'll have like a little cutscene with each of them, kind of like in Sword and Shield and the other one. Oh, Eevee. Okay. I didn't catch the Eevee? Alright, who's after me? Get out of here. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I'll just pick whatever starter acts the cutest in the little cutscene. That's how I ended up with Fuecoco and oh, nice. Wow, that was a lot of damage. And Sobble, that's the other one. I just like really enjoyed whatever they were doing in the little cutscene, and so I picked them. Although for both of them I did like think ahead of time that they were both the cutest anyway. So seeing the little animation was like the nail in the coffin, you know? I think Clefairy And Eevee. I bet Clefairy comes out at night. Sorry, Trubbish, didn't mean to scare you off. What else even is there? I felt like I had so much to say before coming onto this episode, but maybe not. I haven't been to 18. Saltaria. I don't know what that thing is. Why is Altaria before Swablu? What is that thing? Guess we'll find out when we get there. Oh, I should have gone to the Pokemon Center. So the little intro, like the beginning of the Gen 10 trailer where it had like all the little paintings of scenes from each region. Saw Ecruteak City and like had a heart attack thinking that there was like a Gen 2 like Legends game or Let's Go game or, you know, just something Gen 2. And then they moved on. It's like, oh. Kind of a bummer, but also that's okay. Nope. That's not what I meant to do, but that's okay too. So I've got to say, I like what they did with Lopunny in this game. I feel like she's a bit difficult to do well. And they've never really gotten it right before, like the right balance of, you know, her attitude. But I think they did a pretty good job in this game. Like in Legends Arceus, you'd see her in the overworld and she's just standing there in the most boring way possible. Like she had no personality. But in this one, she has personality, but it's not like too much. So, I think they did a good job. Let's heal. I don't know how many max revives I have. Okay. I hear some dogs barking. Liquidation's not gonna... Liquidation does break the rocks. It's just some water. That's not a dog. Is there a dog over here? Alright. Bye-bye, Blastoise. Ouch. just remembered that dragon type moves don't do anything to Aromatisse. Keep on outraging, buddy. Or not. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. It's Bagons. Alright. Let's bring Kangaskhan back out. I'm using a lot of bulky Pokemon in this playthrough. I usually don't. I typically like my Pokemon to be fast. Alright. Can't believe I got a Bagon before I've gotten an Eevee. Alright, so what else is here? Altaria and whatever that thing is. So let's go to the Rubes. Anyway, my sister-in-law said that they really liked the starters, which I don't really get it. I definitely was not a fan of the water type one. Like the shape of its head bothers me. Hopefully I have enough time to finish this battle and catch Altaria before night falls. Okay. Barely. Ooh. Oh no, does it not catch? If it becomes night mid-catch, does it catch? It does not. There's no way Noivern was the other one. The silhouette didn't look like Noivern at all. I already have a Noibat. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing Noivern in that silhouette. Fennekin? Bye? Where'd you go? Alright. Let's heal up and do some battles. Anyway, looking at the water starter, it has like these eyelashes that make me think that it's going to be one of the like bipedal, more humanoid final evolutions. Which personally I'm like, I like some of the humanoid ones, you know? Like the fact that it's humanoid doesn't make me dislike it. So, what should I do? Frost Last Showdown? Mine's better. That is not what I meant to do. So yeah, Gekwa? I do like the name Gekwa, but I don't like the design. Anyway, I think that one's gonna evolve into a bipedal humanoid, probably feminine, Lopunny-esque final Evo. And then there's the dog. I might go with the dog. I'm not a dog person at all in real life, but that one was kind of cute. And then the little owl guy. Yeah, I was okay with both the dog and the owl. I don't have any thoughts on like what the final evolutions for either of those might be. But I'll take some coffee. It's a bit late in the day for coffee, but that's okay. I don't need sleep anyway. Not sure how I'm gonna sneak up on her. That's okay. Him. My bad. Yeah, use your advantage to just... Ouch. I thought there was so much more that I needed to talk about regarding Gen 10. So the costume Pikachu, ugh, I'm just kind of, I'm over Pikachu. Why does it have to always be Pikachu? How was I caught off guard? Whatever. Poor Kangaskhan is not getting any experience. That Glade did not need to Sword Stance. It was strong enough without it. Do you like the environment of Winds and Waves? It's like kind of like a mix between Hoenn and Alola, probably because of all the water. And I really like that is I really like the more aquatic, like I love both Hoenn and Alola, and I think diving is cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. And alright. Sorry, Kangaskhan. I was hoping it would get some experience, but where's Excadrill? You having fun down there? Should I just wait till it glitches back up here? See how long it takes. Alright, I'm bored. Guess the game's just not gonna fix that, huh? Incredible gameplay. What an immersive, smooth experience that battle was. Way to go, Game Freak. Alright. I think my team needs to heal. Good job, Kangaskhan. You won a battle without fainting. I'm impressed. I don't trust you to be able to beat 2 Pokemon. Anyway, I was complaining about Pikachu. I bet the Pikachu, the costumed Pikachu that we saw in that video are, like, belong to the owner of the resort. It looks like a resort. Anyway, I bet Pikachu belongs to the owner. And I don't care about those Pikachu. I don't know. I think it'd be fun if they had like a new Pokemon as in that role, you know, and they could have shown us one new Pokemon from these new games. Like, even if that's not normally something they do, which I don't know. I don't pay enough attention during the like to what happens in trailers normally to know if it's too early for them to reveal a new Pokemon, but I think it'd be okay to do that. Like, one Pokemon outside of the starters can't hurt. Ouch. Let's switch to something else that doesn't do well against fire. Yeah. I saw so many Pikachus during the Pokemon Presents. I'm sick of it. Nice. Two Scythers. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Good job, Blastoise. You're just barely faster. Aromatisse is my only healthy Pokemon. Oh, that was close. Delibird's so silly. One of my favorite Pokemon. Well, no, it's not. There's a lot of good Pokemon out there. I like it, but calling it one of my favorites is a bit much. Oh, nice. I could probably use some revives. I'm not going to, but... Alright. Ugh. Love that squishy noise. Nice job, Aromatisse. You're better than your counterpart. What was that? I guess it was Heal Block. Just wait here for a minute for me to be able to use the move again. Now what? How do I get out of here? This has to lead somewhere with more battles, right? Guess not. Cool. There's one. Oops. You know what? It's okay that most of my team is like on the verge of unconsciousness because Aromatisse will never let me down. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about any of the stuff in the Pokemon Presents today. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions. I will see you guys later. Bye.